Do you believe that walking every day keeps you younger? That the more you walk, the healthier you stay? What if I told you that this might be the very thing speeding up your aging? Sounds shocking, right? We've all been told that walking is one of the best exercises, especially as we get older. But what if the truth is different? What if too much walking after 70 could actually be harming your body, not helping it? Think about this. Have you ever gone for a long walk, expecting to feel refreshed, only to come home with aching knees, swollen ankles, and exhaustion that lingers for days? That's not normal. That's your body sending you a warning sign. Doctors are now raising concerns that excessive walking in older adults can lead to joint damage, muscle fatigue, and even heart strain. But no one talks about it because the world has convinced us that walking is always good, no matter what. But here's the real question. If walking too much is a problem, what's the right way to stay active without hurting yourself? Stay with me, because in just a moment, I'll tell you exactly how much walking is too much, the warning signs you should never ignore, and, most importantly, what to do instead to stay strong and full of energy. But first, let me ask you this. Have you ever felt more tired after a walk than before you started? Have you ever noticed your legs feeling heavier, your knees aching, or your energy dropping instead of rising? Tell me in the comments, what's the longest walk you've taken recently, and how did it make you feel? You might be surprised to learn that many people are experiencing the same thing. 1. The hidden dangers of overwalking after 70. But what if that advice isn't entirely true? What if too much walking after 70 could actually be aging you faster? Let's talk about something most people never consider. Your joints, muscles, and heart are not the same at 70 as they were at 40. Your body has changed, and so should the way you move. Many seniors believe that pushing through discomfort is a sign of strength, but in reality, it could be a warning that your body is under too much strain. Think about this. How often do you feel knee pain after a long walk? Do your feet swell? Do your legs feel unusually heavy, like they're dragging instead of moving freely? Do you find yourself needing more time to recover than you did before? These are not just minor annoyances. They are signs that your body is struggling to keep up with the stress that long walks put on it. Doctors are now warning that excessive walking in older adults can actually speed up aging instead of slowing it down. Why too much walking can harm your body. After 70, the problem isn't walking itself. It's the wear and tear that comes with overdoing it. As we age, our bodies naturally lose some of their ability to repair themselves as quickly as they once did. The joints that have carried you for decades have experienced years of movement, impact, and stress. The cartilage that cushions your knees and hips begins to thin, making them more vulnerable to pain, stiffness, and even long-term damage. Here's what happens when you walk too much: joint damage and inflammation. With every step, your joints take on pressure. After a certain age, too much repetitive impact can lead to swelling, stiffness, and even arthritis flare-ups. Muscle fatigue. Instead of strength, walking for long periods without proper rest can actually weaken your muscles over time instead of strengthening them. This can lead to a higher risk of falls and injuries. Heart strain. While light to moderate walking is good for the heart, pushing yourself too hard, especially if you already have heart concerns, can cause unnecessary stress on your cardiovascular system. Most people don't even realize this is happening because the effects aren't immediate. The damage builds up over time. One day you might wake up and notice that walking no longer feels as easy as it used to. The pain lingers longer, your legs take more time to recover, and your energy drains faster than before. But here's what no one talks about. It's not about giving up walking altogether, but about finding the right balance. Because the truth is, there's a better way to stay active without the risks. 2. The right way to stay active without hurting your body. If too much walking can cause problems, does that mean you should stop walking altogether? Absolutely not. Movement is essential for keeping your body strong, your mind sharp, and your heart healthy. But the key is to do it in a way that supports your aging body rather than breaking it down. Many seniors make the mistake of thinking that walking is their only option to stay active. They push themselves to walk longer and longer, believing it's the best way to stay fit. But here's what no one tells you. Walking should be balanced with other forms of movement to keep you strong and pain-free. Imagine this. You wake up in the morning feeling refreshed, your legs feel light, your joints move smoothly, and you can go about your day without stiffness or exhaustion. That's possible, but only if you stop overloading your body with excessive walking and start incorporating better movement habits. Why walking alone isn't enough? Think of your body like a well-built house. Walking is like sweeping the floors. It keeps things clean and in order, but it doesn't strengthen the foundation. If the walls of the house, your muscles, aren't strong, the structure weakens over time. If the roof, your balance and flexibility, isn't maintained, it starts to sag. This is exactly what happens to the body when walking is the only form of exercise. It moves your legs, but it doesn't build muscle strength, improve balance, or increase flexibility, all of which are essential for preventing falls, injuries, and stiffness. The biggest mistake older adults make is thinking that more walking equals better health. But the reality is, too much walking can wear out your joints faster, leaving you feeling weaker instead of stronger. The solution isn't to stop walking, but to walk smarter and combine it with movements that protect your body. What you should be doing instead. So if walking too much is a problem, what should you be doing instead? The answer lies in balance. A combination of different movements will keep you feeling energized, strong, and mobile without the risks of overwalking. Here's what experts recommend. Shorter, effective walks instead of long ones. Instead of pushing yourself to walk for an hour or more, break it into shorter, 20 to 30-minute sessions with rest in between. Walk on softer surfaces like grass or a track instead of hard concrete to reduce joint stress. Use good posture while walking. Keep your shoulders relaxed and take shorter, controlled steps to avoid strain. Strength training for better mobility. Did you know that muscle loss is one of the biggest causes of frailty in old age? Walking doesn't build muscle, it only moves them. To keep your body strong, you need to include light strength training. Simple bodyweight exercises like squats, leg lifts, and seated resistance band exercises help strengthen muscles around your knees and hips. Reducing pain. Even holding light weights a few times a week can help you feel stronger and more stable when walking. Balance and flexibility movements. Have you ever noticed how some seniors move with ease, while others struggle with every step? The difference often comes down to balance and flexibility. Exercises like Tai Chi and gentle yoga help improve balance, reduce the risk of falls, and make movements smoother. Even simple stretching for 5 minutes a day can reduce stiffness and help you walk more comfortably. Water-based exercises for low-impact movement. If walking on land is starting to feel hard on your joints, water exercises are a game changer. Swimming or water aerobics allow you to move without putting pressure on your knees and hips. Even just walking in waist-deep water gives you the benefits of movement without the impact of regular walking. The most overlooked factor, recovery matters. One of the biggest mistakes seniors make is not giving their body enough recovery time. If your legs feel heavy and sore after walking, it's a sign that your body needs rest, hydration, and proper nutrition. Gentle stretching, using a warm compress on sore muscles, and elevating your legs after a walk can help speed up recovery. What this means for you. You don't need to stop walking, you just need to walk smarter. By reducing excessive walking and adding strength, balance, and recovery movements, you'll feel stronger, more energized, and free from joint pain. But here's the real question. How much walking is too much? And what's the safest way to walk without causing damage? In the next section, I'll reveal exactly how to walk smarter, including the 30-30 rule that doctors recommend to protect your joints and keep your body moving without risk. Trust me, this is something every senior needs to hear. 3. How to walk smarter, not harder. Walking isn't the problem, it's how you do it that matters. The idea that more walking is always better is outdated and, for seniors, can be downright dangerous. Instead of pushing your body through unnecessary strain, the key is learning how to walk in a way that supports your joints, muscles, and heart without wearing them out. Think about this. Have you ever seen an older adult who moves effortlessly, standing tall, walking smoothly, and looking full of life? Most seniors make the mistake of walking too long without breaks, walking on hard surfaces, or ignoring signs of fatigue and joint strain. They assume that if they feel exhausted after a walk, it must mean they're doing something right. But the truth is, feeling overly tired or sore after walking is a red flag that something isn't working for your body. Doctors now recommend a smarter approach to walking rather than simply increasing steps or distance. It's not about proving endurance. It's about making movement work for you, not against you. One of the best strategies is the 30-30 rule. Walk for 30 minutes, then take a break for at least 30 minutes before doing another activity. This gives your body time to recover and prevents overuse injuries. Walking for hours without breaks leads to cumulative strain on your joints, which speeds up aging instead of slowing it down. The surface you walk on also plays a huge role in how your body absorbs impact. Hard surfaces like concrete sidewalks and asphalt roads can be harsh on your knees, hips, and lower back. Instead, walking on grass, dirt paths, or rubberized tracks can significantly reduce joint stress and keep you moving comfortably for longer. Even if you prefer walking outside, varying your routes to include softer surfaces can make a big difference in how your body feels after a walk. Another key factor most people overlook is posture. Over time, many seniors develop poor walking habits without realizing it. Slouching forward, looking down at the ground, or taking uneven strides all put additional strain on the body. The best way to walk safely is to keep your shoulders relaxed, your head up, and your steps smooth and steady. Taking shorter, controlled strides instead of long, exaggerated steps can reduce impact on your joints and improve stability. What you wear also matters more than most people think. The wrong shoes can turn a healthy habit into a painful struggle. Many older adults unknowingly wear shoes that no longer provide the right support. Shoes that are too stiff, too worn out, or don't have enough cushioning can increase joint stress and foot pain. A good pair of walking shoes with proper arch support and shock absorption can make walking feel effortless rather than exhausting. And here's something most people never consider. How you end your walk is just as important as how you start it. Many people finish a long walk, sit down, and don't move much for the rest of the day. But suddenly, stopping all movement can actually lead to stiffness and circulation problems. Instead, a simple 5-minute cool-down routine, such as gentle stretching, slow-paced walking, or light leg movements, helps keep your muscles relaxed and your joints from tightening up. Perhaps the most surprising thing about walking as a senior is that it's not about distance, it's about quality. A well-balanced routine that includes shorter, intentional walks, combined with strength exercises, stretching, and rest, is far more effective than endlessly increasing your step count. The goal is not just to keep moving, but to move in a way that preserves your body's strength and flexibility for years to come. If you've ever pushed yourself to walk further, even when your body was telling you to slow down, it's time to rethink your approach. The real key to staying active isn't about testing your limits. It's about understanding them and making movement work for you, not against you. The one mistake most seniors make after walking that speeds up aging. Walking, when done the right way, can be a powerful tool to keep your body moving and your mind fresh. But what happens after your walk is just as important, and this is where most people go wrong. Many seniors unknowingly make a mistake right after their walk that actually ages their body faster, weakens their joints, and slows down their recovery. Picture this. You go for your daily walk, feeling good about staying active. You come home, sit down, maybe turn on the TV, scroll through your phone, or relax in a chair for a long time. It feels natural, right? After all, you've earned the rest. But here's the shocking truth. Sitting down immediately after a walk, without any proper recovery movement, can actually make your body stiffer, your muscles weaker, and your joints more prone to pain. Most seniors assume that once they finish their walk, the work is done. But the reality is, what you do in the 10 to 15 minutes after your walk has a huge impact on how your body responds. If you suddenly stop moving and sit down for hours, your circulation slows, your muscles tighten up, and your joints stiffen. This is why so many older adults feel even more sore and exhausted the day after a long walk. Their body didn't get the chance to properly transition from movement to rest. Think about it. Have you ever gone for a long walk, felt fine at first, but later in the day, your legs felt heavier, your knees ached, and your energy drained? That's because your body didn't cool down properly, and the sudden stop in activity caused your muscles and joints to stiffen rather than recover. When this pattern repeats over weeks and months, it accelerates aging by reducing mobility, increasing pain, and making it harder to stay active. Another major mistake seniors make after walking is not hydrating properly. Walking, even at a slow pace, uses up fluids in the body, and dehydration can lead to muscle cramps, joint stiffness, and fatigue. Many older adults don't drink enough water after exercise, thinking they didn't sweat much or lose much moisture. But even if you don't feel thirsty, your body still needs hydration to help repair muscles, lubricate joints, and keep energy levels stable. Skipping water after a walk might not seem like a big deal in the moment, but over time, it contributes to increased stiffness and fatigue, making movement feel harder than it should. And then there's the issue of post-walk eating habits. Many seniors assume that because they've walked, they can reward themselves with sugary snacks, processed foods, or heavy meals right afterward. But eating high sugar, high carb foods after exercise can cause inflammation in the joints, blood sugar crashes, and energy slumps that leave you feeling worse instead of better. The best way to refuel after walking is with something light yet nourishing. A handful of nuts, a piece of fruit, or a small portion of protein can help the body recover without causing unnecessary weight gain or inflammation. Another common mistake is ignoring post-walk stretching. Many seniors think stretching is optional, but in reality, a 5-minute stretching routine after walking can prevent days of soreness and stiffness. Without stretching, muscles shorten and tighten, which leads to a reduced range of motion and increased joint discomfort. A few simple stretches like hamstring stretches, calf stretches, and gentle ankle rolls can make a world of difference in keeping the body flexible and reducing pain over time. There's also the problem of posture after walking. Many seniors don't realize that how they sit, stand, and move after their walk affects how their body recovers. Slouching into a chair, collapsing onto a couch, or standing in a locked knee position can put unnecessary strain on the lower back, hips, and knees. The best way to recover is to stay gently active. Walk around the house for a few minutes, do light stretching, or even perform a few balance exercises before settling into a seat. The good news? These mistakes are easy to fix. Instead of coming home and sitting down immediately, try staying lightly active for a few more minutes. Walk around your home, stretch gently, or do a few standing leg lifts to keep your circulation flowing. Drink a glass of water to rehydrate, and if you need a snack, choose something that supports your body rather than working against it. If you've been making these mistakes after walking, don't worry. You're not alone. Most people don't realize how much post-walk habits affect aging, but now that you know, you have the power to change it. By making small adjustments, you can recover faster, move more freely, and feel better every day.